There's nothing better than having your friends over, sitting around, drinking a beer, and blowing them to smithereens. It's just satisfying. And even though real life would probably allow for only one of these instances, Bomberman allows for many. This is a very simple, basic on the eyes, easy to understand, and addicting puzzle game that is quite fun in one-player mode and a blast in multiplayer. In the game, you play as Bomberman, the first robot created by Dr. Mitsumori. Unfortunately, Mitsumori made a terrible programming error and the second robot, Black Bomberman, went berserk, seeking to control the world. Man, first the whole data and lore thing, and now this happens? Tragic. Well, if you're playing the one-player quest, your mission is to find Dr. Mitsumori's daughter, Lisa, who has been kidnapped by Black Bomberman. Save her, then deactivate your nutjob brother for good. There are 8 stages in Bomberman, with 64 total rounds. Basically, you need to plant bombs in strategic positions so that they explode at precisely the right moment. Blowing up every enemy on screen, revealing the exit amongst the various blocks, and then leaving the stage is the goal. Quickly you'll get used to dropping bombs at the right time and dodging correctly to avoid getting hit. You'll need quick and crafty maneuvers, often just getting out of the way by the skin of your, metal teeth. Addicting, you ask? Yes, very. You do have to avoid blowing yourself up in the process, though, or getting hit by an enemy, both of which will take away one of your 3 beginning lives. No worries, there is a password given after each completed stage. Also, the game can save itself if you have the internal memory of a Turbo Booster Plus or CD-ROM. In certain destructible blocks, there are nicely tucked away items such as skates for faster movement, invincibility jackets for resistance to bombs and enemies, the ability to walk through blocks, a remote allowing you to detonate your bombs at will, or bomb increases in strength, width, and even the amount you're allowed to drop at once. These power-ups remain from stage to stage until you lose a life. They're great, but be careful, they can also make you cocky. Once you have a ton of bombs at your disposal and the remote detonator, that can make you super cocky, and it'll cost you. Damn. Like most puzzle games, Bomberman starts simple, and then the difficulty ramps up. It almost becomes more claustrophobic with the addition of more blocks and obstacles, plus somewhat craftier enemies. In the first stage, there are only 3. Bam, bam, bam. Now, check out one of the later stages. Yikes. Every 8th stage has an end boss, of sorts, with usually a unique way required to defeat him, or her, or whatever the hell it is. The boss battles are neat, but can drag on, as you still need to defeat all of the enemies on screen to reveal the exit. Now, from a graphics standpoint, they're fine. It's a puzzle strategy game, so I mean, you really don't expect to be blown away. Ha ha! I'm not even touching that one. You don't know me as well as you think you do. The scenery in a new round changes slightly, and the enemies also tweak a bit. The environments can seem a little bland at times, and there isn't anything really eye-catching that stands out, but it's all rather passable. The sound effects are average, but the music is quite catchy. Nothing that you'll be downloading to your iPod or anything, but it is a little bright and cheery. You know, light-hearted bomb-exploding tunes. Bomberman essentially moves in 4 directions, and the controls are pretty solid. He seems to move a tad slow at times, but you can dart around corners quickly. And the simplicity of it makes it rather easy to just pick up and play. Some of the levels take a while, especially if you destroyed all of the enemies on screen and didn't reveal the exit yet. Searching. Still searching. Plus, there's nothing like accidentally blowing up a previously revealed exit and unleashing a bunch of enemies back onto the screen. Ugh. And to top it off, you're also under a time constraint. Hey, no pressure. The one-player mode is fun, but joining with up to 5 friends in battle mode is even better. Bomberman absolutely shines as a multiplayer party game as you try to blow up your buds to become the Bomber Champ. Does Bomberman have high replay value? Some would say yes, some would say only the 2-player mode does. I tend to like both. It's fun, it's simple, and hell, I tend to also be both. What makes a strategy puzzle game addicting is simplicity, variety, and fun. Bomberman does just that with great gameplay and unique challenges. It requires a lot of strategy and even some crafty rhythm and timing. Blowing up your best friends has never been this much fun.